Welcome guys to our new video. This video is just an introduction for our new Devlog series. This game is inspired by Terraria, but the graphics is inspired by Hollow Knight. But it's going to be a pixel art like Terraria. So the game engine I'm using is defold, and it's also a top-down, not a platformer, but it's the same concept. If this video gets a lot of support, I'm going to make it a big game. But the main concept is just I'm going to learn more about default in game development. And so it's going to be a learning project, but maybe a big project. So let's start by showing you the prototype and also the concept. So let's start. So before starting showing you in the game engine the prototype, I'm just going to show you the concept of the game. So it's like Terraria, we have enemies and it's not like 100% like Terraria enemies. So you have your player, you are able to use swords, you're not going to have projectiles, and enemies we're going to shoot projectiles, and maybe there is enemies that are going to shoot are going to use swords. So I'm just going to start with projectiles enemy. So you have a sword, you are the player, there is the enemy, and it's shooting on you the projectiles. So it's a simple concept, but it's like, for me, as like I just started like 1 month ago just using default, it's not going to be a lot easier for me. So making the controller for the player is like easy. Now I need to implement the sword and the enemy following the player and shooting projectiles. This two things I need to learn, and the sword too, but the player controller and like the basics of default are easy. I'm going to make other project, and I'm going to use this project to learn new things and also try to make it. The art, now for the art, because I am not a great artist, I'm just gonna try to make simple art. But now I'm just going to use shapes, then I'm going to like make it a little bit like more beautiful. I'm going to use like free art from open game art, then I will make my own art in a sprite. So yes, I'm going to use pixel art, not hand drawing art, because pixel art is easier to make and it's like better for this game. Like I'm just going to make like a Terraria inspired game but top down, so Terraria is using pixel art. I'm going to use pixel art also. So let's start by showing you now inside the game engine. So the first thing I'm going to show you is the map. So the tile source, it's just a cube I made in like a sprite. I just filled all the 16 by 16 like tile, and I just draw a simple map with just a simple cube. I just draw the map to test collisions. Yes, I made some collisions here, so I need to test it. So, and here we have, let's just close this and let's open the player atlas. As you can see, the player is just like, it's just a circle, and it's just normal because I said I'm going to use like normal shapes. And okay, so the player game object is here. We have the collision. The collision is kinematic because the collision is dynamic, but inside the game.project physics, because we are not making a platformer game, I made the y physics 0. So like I just made it dynamic so that the player can interact with the with the kinematic object like around him, and also maybe the dynamic object if he can. And so where is it? And we have also the player.script. We have just a normal script, we have the input and also the camera follow. So I made a camera game object here with the camera script. I saw the script in the default examples, I think. No, the default documentation or manual. It's like helpful a lot. So let's go now to the main collection. I just like added the map, the player, and the camera. The map is here. We have collision object to collide with it. So now let's go to the gameplay or showing you what we did in the gameplay. So let's start by showing you the gameplay. So we have simple collision. There is problems in collision I'm going to fix in future. And also the tile map is bad, so I'm going to use like tiled, if you know it. It have a great support in default. I saw the pack or the extension for tiled. It's I think official support or no, but I think it's good. I'm going to use it to make the tile map, or I'm going to use the simple tile map, but I think I'm going to use tiled. So like here we have a collision problem that I need to fix, like here. Just if I go here, oh, I can just go through it. The art, I'm going to use a sprite to make it. I'm going to make a pixel art like I said, but I think it's not going to be a really good graphics, but I'm going to try to make the best graphic I can. And if this video get a good support, I'm going to make it a big game and maybe release it on Steam. If yes, I can release a default game on Steam. There is a lot. Maybe in the website it says it's the best game engine for mobile or web games, but it can also make great desktop games. So there is some collision problems I need to fix. So if you like the video, please like and subscribe. And if we get, like I said, if we get a lot of support in this video or in future video, I'm going to make this game a big game. I'm going to finish it. I'm going to try to finish it. Maybe if I am a high school student, I not going to work full-time on it because I have a lot of works in school. Especially in my country, we have a big exam, so I'm going to try to work on this game when I have in my spare time, if I have the time, and also when I finish my if I finish my homework, I'm going to work on the game. So goodbye to another video.